Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I want to talk about paid instant AFK attempts and why I'm stopping using them completely for the rest of this season. In fact, I actually stopped yesterday when we take a look at the saved attempts, and the reason for this is the only advantage of purchasing the paid instant AFK attempts, in my opinion, is to give yourself a level advantage in Dream Realm or Supreme Arena, because those are the two major game modes where you can increase your level to basically have an edge over your competition and rank higher and get more rewards, meaning season tokens as well as temporal essences from Dream Realm and other various things from Supreme Arena. So definitely my advice to people is that you should use all of your paid instant AFK attempts up until you reach the level cap for the season. Now, the season level cap has always been level 800, and I believe it is going to be the same in this season as well. Currently, we're not at level 800, so you might be thinking, why are you stopping now? Why not just rushing to 800 first and then stop? Because the reason is, we've already kind of hit the daily level cap for Dream Realm and Supreme Arena. When we take a look at Dream Realm, the level cap for today is 671. Currently, my heroes are 684 at a pay-to-win resonating level, and I am basically going to be able to keep up with the upgrades to the baseline level. Like on a daily basis, it's around a 10 level boost, so tomorrow will probably be 681, and naturally from our gains and our free attempts, we're going to be up to 600 and probably 91 on the levels of my hero by tomorrow. So basically, we've now reached, for the pay-to-win players, you've reached the daily scaling up level cap, and what we've seen from endless mode is it's the same. Like in the Vietnam server, normally when you made it to endless, like in the previous season, you would be level uncapped, and for example, then you want to rush to level 800. Now you are level capped even in endless mode, and it seems to be only increasing by 10 levels per day, and you'll naturally be able to keep up with that without using your paid attempts. And when you take a look at Supreme Arena, it's even a lower level cap. The cap is 651, which of course still free-to-play players are not going to be hitting 651 like right now. However, pretty soon they're even going to be catching up to the Supreme Arena level cap. But anyway, what my advice is for all players, and this is what I did and what I recommend everyone, is that use all of your paid instant AFK attempts up until you reach like this Dream Realm level cap basically for the season, and then when you reach there, probably you're going to keep pace with it just with your free attempts and your AFK rewards over the 24 hours and your daily quests and all of that, that you will not need to use a single more paid instant AFK attempt. The other thing is that you might be thinking, well, what if I fall behind, and will it be bad? Like, for example, if I don't use my paid attempts, will I fall behind? The thing is, even if you realize that maybe, okay, you're not reaching the Dream Realm level cap for the day, you have your saved attempts, and these are going to last for 7 days, and you can use them all, like as many as you need to get the bonus experience. Like, it will last for 7 days. You'll be able to reuse these instant paid attempts. So like, if you're unsure that you'll be able to keep up with the natural rise in the level cap, then you can also, like, that is your basically backup and safety mechanism. But I think honestly, if you're reaching like above the level cap right now, probably you will keep pace with that, only 10 levels per day. Anyway, that is just my overall basically opinion on the matter, because when we think about how many diamonds you can save by not using your paid instant AFK attempts, if you're a VIP 13 or above player, so of course pretty pay to win, you're going to have 4 paid instant AFK attempts. One is going to be 50 diamonds, next one is going to be 100, next one is going to be 200, and the final one is going to be 300. If you add up in total using those 4 attempts, that is going to be 300 plus 200 is 500, add another 100, 600, 650 in total diamonds per day. Now, let's say we're like at like February 14th. The season is probably going to last until May 14th or later than that. So we have another 3 full months, which is like 90 days. And if we were doing 90 days of 650, or let's say 100 days of like, let's say 600 diamonds in the paid instant AFK attempts, that's 60,000 diamonds down the drain. For example, if you're doing paid instant AFK attempts throughout the season. And so once you reach that level cap, there's no real need for you to be using extra paid instant AFK attempts. The rewards are basically incredibly diminishing. I'll explain exactly what benefit you get from continuing to do paid attempts, but the diamonds you save are way more valuable. And like, let's say you don't have the 4th paid instant AFK attempt, but you have 3 of the paid ones, then that's going to be 200 plus 100, 300, 350, and 350 diamonds over 100 or 90 day period is around, again, 30,000 diamonds you're going to be saving, even by not doing the 3 instant AFK attempts every day. So that is basically why it is important to eventually you're going to reach a point where it is just better to not use any more paid instant AFK attempts and save your diamonds, because like 30,000 diamonds is another 100 summons rate up recruitments, and then 60,000 is a 200 rate up recruitments. So it does make a difference in the end. And that is just what I want to talk about. Now, if you want to keep using, for example, if I kept using my paid instant AFK attempts right now, what would be the advantage? Okay, so even if I'm above the level cap, there are going to be a minor increase to my levels. Like, for example, I'm at 681. And 671 is the cap. So I'm 10 levels above it. So for each 10 levels above it, 20% is added between 671 to 721. So like I'm level 673 in Dream Realm as compared to 671. However, the difference between that is like almost nothing, and RNG will affect your run way more than that level difference, because the big boost you get for your levels is when you hit the next one level like threshold, a level ending in 1, basically 671, 681, 691, because you need to use Season Essence in order to get that level upgrade, and so you do gain a boosted amount of stats as compared to another like another random level like 671 to 672, for example. So you will get that. And then also the only other uncapped level mode other than Dream like in this game is going to be the second Primal Lord. So if you are really like you want to get rank 1 or maybe even top 20 of this next upcoming Primal Lord, you can think, okay, I'll use my paid instant AFK attempts until we're done with that Primal Lord, and you will guarantee a higher ranking. But honestly, the rewards from doing that are just not really worth it in my opinion. And like even if you are not at like, for example, your maximum level potential, even if you're like 50 to 100 levels lower, if you're running the optimal teams, you have good upgrades, you're probably gonna rank in the top 50 anyway to get that title. But like yeah, and anyway, at the end of the day, eventually, other than if you're like a collectionist, you're not going to be using the title for very long, and it's just the frame that matters more. Basically, the rewards from Primal Lord are not worth it, in my opinion, for you to be just pushing your paid instant AFK attempts only for the purpose of ranking high in Primal Lord. Yeah, but for Dream Realm Supreme Arena, definitely you want to do it. And that is why my advice is still that if you have not, and for example, most players out there, if you're not pay to win and been playing like actively every day, you're not going to be at the level cap for Dream Realm today. Or maybe in the next week or 10 days. But eventually, what you are going to reach here, and once we're at level 800, everyone is going to reach it. It will not keep rising after level 800 is reached. And then it is just better to save your diamonds and not use paid attempts. Now, even when we do have that final level cap of 800, in Dream Realm and Supreme Arena, you can increase your levels beyond that. However, it's at a really, really low rate. I think it's something like every 20 levels you get a 1 level boost. So for example, 801 would give you 800 level in Dream Realm, 821 would give you 801 level in Dream Realm. So basically it's going to be a really slow and gradual boost once you reach that level cap in Dream Realm, or it's gonna be something like that. But basically, yeah, that is the reason why just using those paid attempts after reaching the 800 level cap is not really recommended. And if you have reached the current cap, which is going to be scaling by 10 levels every day, it is also not recommended. And this is different because, like I mentioned in the previous season, when we made to end this, it became automatically uncapped. And so, for example, people had to keep pushing up until they reached that level 800, which was going to be the cap in Endless. But now they have even capped Endless mode, and it will be increasing by 10 levels per day. Yeah, that is also what is happening on the Vietnam server. So anyway, guys, those are my opinions. Those are my thoughts on the matter. Feel free to share your own opinions in the comment section down below. What would you recommend? Yeah, you can give your reason for it. Everyone has their own like sort of perspective, and like this is just my opinion. It's not necessarily like fact, but this is what my recommendation would be, and this is what I am going to do. Because whenever I give like advice or whenever I make a recommendation, is because this is what in my opinion is the best to do, and is what I am doing as well. It's not like I'm giving the advice and then I'm not following it because I don't think it's great advice. It's like I believe this to be the best option. But anyway, guys, feel free to share your comments. If you guys want to chat with me more, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video where we talk about everything related to AFK Journey. I look forward to seeing you guys there or in the next video, and thank you for watching. And until then, guys, everyone, peace out for now.